You ever wonder why it feels so hard to think big about your life? Like, seriously, you ever sit and notice how your mind always has to come up with quick reasons and excuses for why you can't do something or why you shouldn't even try anything that could actually change your life? Well, let me tell you straight up, that's not an accident. That voice in your head that's telling you, don't do that, stay where you are. Who do you think you are? That voice is there to keep you small. It's not yours. It was put there in your head by the system. What is the system? Well, when I say the system, I mean all the things that benefit from you staying small and doubting yourself. Like schools that teach you to sit still, follow rules, memorize facts, and never question the teachers. Cultures that say, who do you think you are when you dream bigger than what's normal for them? Workplaces that tell you to just be grateful for a paycheck and not ask for more. Governments that want people to just work, pay taxes, follow the rules, and not ask too many questions about how things really work. Media and companies that constantly show you what you lack so you keep buying to feel worthy. All these structures work together to build a world where you never feel enough. Because if you felt whole and powerful, you wouldn't need half of what they sell you, and you wouldn't obey half of what they tell you. That's how the system works. It shapes your mind from the start. And the craziest part is that most of the thoughts you think every day aren't even yours. They just things you've picked up along the way and started believing. In psychology, there's a concept called introjection. That's just a fancy way of saying you absorb other people's opinions, fears, and criticism and treat them like your own. For example, if you grew up hearing things like money doesn't grow on trees or people like us don't get ahead, you end up carrying those beliefs into adulthood. You start living by them without ever stopping to ask, wait, who told me that? And why do I still believe it? In this concept, the introjection concept isn't just effective on a personal level like with your parents or your teachers. It's the same tactic society uses to train everyone to stay in line. There's this old experiment they did with monkeys that shows it perfectly. A group of scientists put 5 monkeys in a cage with a ladder and some bananas hanging at the top. Every time a monkey tried to climb the ladder to get to the bananas, the scientists sprayed all the monkeys with cold water, even though it was only one monkey that climbed the ladder. And guess what? Pretty soon, whenever any monkey even tried to climb the ladder, the other monkeys would pull it down and beat it up because they didn't want to get sprayed with cold water. And here's where it gets interesting. Eventually, the scientists removed one monkey and put in a new monkey who had never been sprayed with cold water. Naturally, this new monkey tried to climb the ladder to get to the bananas, but guess what happened? Other monkeys beat it up before it even reached the top because they didn't want to get sprayed again. Then the scientists kept doing the same thing. They kept removing one monkey and replacing it with a new one. And each time they replaced a monkey, the new one would try to climb the ladder, and the original monkeys would do the same thing. They would beat it up. And eventually, all of the 5 original monkeys that started the experiment were replaced, which means none of the monkeys in the cage had ever been sprayed directly with cold water. But not one of them ever tried to climb the ladder because they had been taught by the other monkeys, the original ones, don't go up there. This is exactly what the system does to us. Most of those voices in your head saying, don't do that. Who do you think you are? Stay down here with us. You don't even know why you are saying it. You are just repeating what was done to you. It's been passed down generation after generation, culture after culture, system after system, just to keep people in line. Because think about it. If too many of us started climbing our ladders and realized we could actually reach the bananas, the system wouldn't be able to control us the same way anymore. They wouldn't be able to keep us small, scared, and obedient. That's why in school, they don't teach you how to think for yourself. They teach you how to memorize what they tell you. That's why in most cultures, if you start thinking differently or dreaming bigger, people look at you like you are crazy or arrogant. That's also why the media keeps feeding you messages that you are never good enough as you are, so that you always feel like you need to buy something or fix something before you can feel worthy. Because here's the thing, a mind that's free and powerful can be controlled. It doesn't fit into their neat little boxes. It doesn't follow rules blindly, and the system can't handle that. And that's exactly why the stranger's voice is in your head, to keep you doubting yourself so you don't become too powerful to control. If you pay attention, you'll notice that this voice in your head, the voice of the stranger, always talks in absolutes. What's an absolute? Well, in absolute, it's when something is said like it's always true, with no exceptions, no possibilities, no gray areas. It sounds like this: you are not ready yet. You always mess this up. People like you don't succeed at this. Don't get your hopes too high. You see, it uses statements like these to build invisible walls around your life so you never even try to break out. And that's the reason why I'm asking you to ask yourself this question: who does it help when you believe those thoughts? Because it sure isn't you. But if you actually want to break free from that voice, you need to start questioning it. Where did I first hear this? Who told me this was true? Who benefits when I keep believing it? Because your real voice, that's the one that says, why not me? The one that dreams bigger, asks deeper questions, and sees possibilities where everyone else sees limits. But that voice got buried under years of programming. But trust me, it's still there, waiting. The system wants you to think that playing small is safe, but playing small is only safe for them. It keeps them in power. It keeps you easy to manage. So today, instead of asking yourself, how can I be more confident? Ask yourself this: who put these limits in my mind? And why am I still letting them stay there? Because once you realize that the stranger's voice is just the system talking through you, it starts to lose its grip. And that's when you finally start getting your power back. Thank you so much for watching this video today. My name is Darlene. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe for more content like this one. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.